Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to clear this crap out of here and attempt to do my first weld. First, I gotta get this cleaned off, but I gotta get this area adjusted as well. I gotta get that compressor onto the shelf, clear all that stuff off, because my outlet is right there. And then I believe I can reach over to here, and I think I'm just gonna use this as my welding table. I have a piece of 16th inch steel. I think I'll just put it on top of here, clamp it down. And I have a rectangular piece right there that I got from town. And I'll just try my practice welds on that. Then I hope to get started on fabricating the bracket I need for the greenhouse. That will be my first fabrication, welding fabrication that is. So I got to start by cleaning up. Soon this is going to be organized. I've been saying that for 2 years, but it's getting there. Just not there yet. It'll make a big difference once the woodworking machines are out of here and at least one tractor, but for now it is what it is. Also, this mess right here, I'm right in the middle of wiring this, if you've seen the videos, and I have a few more wires to go and then this is done. Oh, we got rain starting. Hopefully it won't be too loud. A little more left to do on this. I went and got some rust fix, the stuff that turns it back into metal. But I do want to run this outside, degrease this area a bit, let it dry off, spritz it with that rust stuff, get the battery in, and then bring it back in and finish the wiring job. So that'll be a different video. But pay that no, never mind. This is the task for today, learning how to weld. Got my new helmet, got a cheap welding apron, got some reasonable gloves, slag hammer, I think that's what that's called, chipping hammer. So I think I got everything I need, and I'm hoping that our shed sail welder works. I believe it will. I don't see why it wouldn't. And I have the owner's manual printed up from Hobart, so I should have everything I need except experience. So stick around, I'm going to clean this stuff up. Well, that's about as good as I need it. I really got to get in here and clean this up, but I'm trying to push this through, get this done so that it's running, and get it out of here, then clean up. Yeah, and then once all the woodworking stuff is out of here, it'll be so much nicer in here. But anyways, I'm set up as good as I'm going to get it. I haven't plugged it in yet. Kind of nervous working with 50 amps. Kind of feel like a monkey with a machine gun here. So what I'm going to do is go through this with the welder right there and set it up according to their recommendations. I've watched quite a few welding videos on YouTube, a lot of them from Chucky 2009 and a few others, and there was some conflicting, I guess it's one person says always use this and the other person says never use it. So one of the things was the rods. Chuck E and actually quite a few others said that the 6013 was a good starter rod. It doesn't have deep penetration, but that's because it's for thinner materials, and I'm going to be working with thinner materials. So that's what I'm going to start with, this 6013. Either that or I have no idea what these are. Yeah, they just, problem solver, steel, problem solver. So I might just leave these for later. Yeah, I got a bunch of different stuff, not knowing what the hell I would need. I don't know if that's 1631. Yeah, that's not it. I don't know, maybe somewhere on here it has the rod number. I don't even know what the hell to call this number here. So I'm going to go over the setup of the machine in that, and I'm going to read this sparse little instructions that came with the helmet. This is what they recommended as a minimum, the self-darkening helmet. So I got well, it's not the cheapest made, but it's absolutely not the most expensive. This is like $39 or $29 maybe. It wasn't super expensive, but it has the self-darkening, and I'll wait till I get to be a halfway decent welder before I try anything different than this. The cons, according to a website I was looking at, is that it has a small window, so that might be something to look for in the future, but absolutely not right now. So I'm going to read up on these two things, and I will be back once I know how to set this. I'll show the settings, and once I know how to get this up and running, I'll show how to do that as well, or how I think I should do it. Hopefully there's no problems here. I'm going to clamp this down, and hopefully all the wiring is good, and I'm good to go. As I said before, nervous as hell, first time welding. Hopefully I'm not going to die. One of the big things that they warned you about on videos that I watched was don't stand in a puddle. There's no puddles down here, so I'm good there. And I do believe I could have figured that one out myself. So let's get going reading here. I've been through most of the safety stuff and checked everything out, And now we're up to the settings. I will be on the lower AC, and then for the electrodes it says to use the manufacturer's suggestions, and they recommend for 1/8" rods to go 80 to 120. So I'm going to start out right in the middle and go to 100, which is, it's already there. So I'm guessing that's probably going to be good. This is set. So right now, all I need, well, I got to plug it in and turn it on once I get set here. But I'm going to finish reading the manual, and then I'll get on to that. Read the helmet manual. Alright, I've gone over this stuff as much as I can. This is the weld that I'm going to try first. Well, it might be the only weld I do today. 90 degrees to the workpiece, and then drag it at 10 to 30 degrees, which would be 90 like that, 90 like that, should be straight up and down, and then 10 to 30, and then do your weldy thingy that way. And there's my gloves, got my cheap little apron. This for, I don't know if it's coated with some special stuff, but it smells exactly like ass. That's very curious. So I'm guessing once I'm done welding, I'm going to smell like ass too. That's not cool. So I'm going to get all my gear on and plug this thing in. We are at 30 to 170 AC, right at 100. Got my ground. I think I'm good to go. Use 2 hands, and that's what the strike, and then you gotta keep it the right height, and I'm doing it with 1 hand. If I was doing it with 2, it would be like perfect, I'm thinking. Maybe not. We'll see soon. I'm hoping I just don't keep sticking it and or be electrocuted. Electrocuted would suck as well. But enough putting this off. Let's do it. Okay, she's got power. Nothing bad happened yet. That's a good sign. Okay, I get my gear on, and let's do this. That doesn't look anything like a weld. Way too fast, I think. These two here. All right, try it again. Getting real good at this. Okay, I'm doing something terribly wrong. First ones were actually better. I'm just getting puddles on the surface. Maybe I need to turn it up, set up, oops, to 120, and I went at 100. All right, going at 110. That's not working. Okay, let's try lowering it to 90. Okay, boy do I have a mess here. That looks like shit. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, Okay, I'm going to try a problem solver electrode, and I upped the amps. This is actually 3/16, and I was using a rod that is for 1/8. I don't know. I'm going to see if the problem solver solves the problem. I think the problem is me. But it's dramatically better than everything else. Okay, let's do that again if I can. Again. Okay, I'm definitely moving too fast, but I'm starting to get a little bit of a hang of it. Let me knock off that slag and see what it looks like. Actually, my first one was better than the other two. Yeah, not good at all. Definitely my best one. Yeah, this is gonna take me a while. Big sloppy mess. I don't know, am I going too slow, going too fast? First one was pretty good. I gotta open the door, get some air in here. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. I gotta keep an eye out for my cat. Make sure she doesn't come in here and jump up on this table and get burned on this hot metal. Boy. I probably should have ground this metal down before I started too. Got a little bit of rust. This, that, yada yada. Okay, last try for the day. That one turned out way better than the rest. I guess I'm moving too fast. It might be the angle and a bunch of other stuff as well. All right, that looks like the best one of the day. Let's chip this slag off of it. Well, there you have it. There's still a lot of slag on here. Looks like I'm going way too fast. This stuff, I don't know what the hell I was doing. That was the other rod, though. From what I remember, they say to use a rod or a stick, an electrode, that's about the same thickness as your material, but I've seen them use, you know, the 1/8" ones on just about everything. At least I think that's what I saw. Who knows? But this one did work a lot better, but I don't know what the hell it is. It doesn't really say on the... Oh, maybe it says on the back. I'm going to read this tonight. A lot better, but it is the same thickness, or roughly the same thickness as this metal. But I will be working with 1/8" on my first fabrication. So I'm going to have to switch over to that at some point. I'm trying to use this. I was given this chunk of metal by, what is it, Mid-City Fabricators or something like that over in La Crosse. And I figured it'd be a good place to start, but maybe not. Maybe I need to start with something thinner. Yeah, see, that's that same thickness as well. So maybe I'll cut some of this stuff up. What I need to do for the bracket is weld a piece of 3/16. This is quarter, I believe. Yeah, 3/16 like that. I need to tee it off of a 2" wide by 3/16. Or no, I think I only have 1/8. So yeah, we'll see. I guess this is, no, that's probably, yeah, that is 1/8. So I'll figure out what I have and what I can use. If worst comes to worst, I can cut this bracket and hopefully weld that. I'm not the best welder yet, so when I mention welding, I gotta say hopefully, because I really don't know what the hell I'm going to be able to do. Yeah, I don't know if I have the right combination of pieces here. I do have to run to town soon, so maybe I can get what I need. I want to have both the same thicknesses that I weld together, and they both need to be the same as this. And I'm not sure if this is 1/8 or 3/16. I think this is 1/8. If it is, then this is wrong. Oh well. I'll figure that all out later. That's going to have to wrap up this episode. Got to get to my day job. I spent way too long yesterday spraying that pre-emergent and spraying the vineyard with dormant oil. It took the entire day from sunrise to sunset to get my tasks done yesterday, so I'm way behind on my job, so I gotta go get that done. So I'm gonna come back out here again tomorrow and try this again. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe, click on the update icon, and have yourself a great day.